So first thing first, let's load the dataset into Power BI. So this is the dataset which we are going to visualize. So let's click on load. So our dataset is loaded. So this is the dataset which we are going to visualize. So let's first thing first, let's change the canvas background. So this is a mango dashboard. So let's change the background color a bit orangish, yellowish. Okay. So now let's do one thing. Let's build our first element, which is going to be a card. So yeah. So for our first card, we are going to depict average price per unit. So let's click on average price. Simple. I'm gonna aggregate average. So now let's switch off the category label. Click on general. Switch on title. Let's name it average price per unit. Okay. So now keeping it in center, changing the font, increasing the font size a bit, and now let's do one thing. Let's change the background color. Okay, and text color of it is white, keeping it bold, changing the visual value, keeping it white, changing the font to Arial black, and visual border on, keeping it dark yellow, making it 20px, increasing the width to 5x, changing shadow to, let's make it a bit orange. Yeah. So yeah. Now let's just copy the design, creating a different card. So for the second card, I'm gonna depict total volume sold. For this, I'm gonna add total volume into the field, and aggregation is by default happen to be a sum. Okay. So I think I have to change the font size. Let's go into general. Sorry, call out value. Okay. Similarly for this one, let's keep it 30. Okay. Now let's add another card, and for this card, I'm gonna show largest bagging record, most bags in a single sale. So for this in the field, I'm gonna add total bags, maximum bags in single sale. Single sale. And let's build our first visualization using the same layout. So I'm going to click on line chart. uh let's increase the size a bit. Let's keeping it a bit down. Okay, so in the x-axis I'm gonna have date, and I'm gonna depict price fluctuations over the time. Remove the quarter and date. And in the y-axis I'm gonna have average price, which I already got. So you can see the average price trend over the time through this chart. So I'm gonna change the line colors to yellow and change the title price trend. And let's have another visualization. Let's have a column chart this time, a cluster one. In the x-axis we already got date. Let's show popularity variation, or let's show volume by mango variety. Which particular mango got which, how much volume. So in the y-axis, let's have mango 4046. All types of mangoes. Let's add it over here. And aggregation is going to be sum. So you can see the price trend or volume by, sorry, mango variety. Let's change the volume by mango variety. Okay, let's okay, let's switch off the legend. Let's switch it on. Okay, let's enlarge it. Okay, so now let's add uh, another element, which is going to be slicer. But before that, let me change the color of the bars of the columns. Let's sum of mango. Let's put it yellow. Sum of let's put it dark yellow. Okay, now it's good. So now let's have our second visualization. Sorry, our first slicer. So clicking on the card, copying it. Let's add remove the fields. Let's add date, and let's add, sorry, uh clicking on slicer. Yeah, so remove the slicer header, date range. Okay, so it's all good, I guess, right? Now let me add a few pngs to give more aesthetic appeal to this dashboard. So I have added a few pngs over here already, but I have to realign it. I have to put these pngs in the background. So I'm going to click on view. I'm going to click on selection. uh let's put it at the last. Okay, so I want this image in the last. Okay, so now let's do one thing. This cross and green button I've added to showcase the hide and show feature. So but for that I have to add bookmark first, and even before adding the bookmark I have to group all the visualizations, all the elements into one group. So I'm gonna click on control. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this, and this element. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna group them into one group. like this. Okay, so now let's add our first bookmark, which is hide, and I'm gonna hide this visual. So now I'm gonna update it. Now let's add another bookmark, which is show, and now I'm gonna show this and I'm gonna update it. So I'm gonna click on hide, it's hidden. I'm gonna show, it's showing. So now let's do one thing. Now make sure this effect happens by clicking on cross and green tick. So I'm gonna click on red cross and I'm gonna click on format image, switching on action, changing type to bookmark and clicking on hide. So whenever I'm gonna click on control plus red cross, all the visual elements went away. But I have to make sure this same thing happen, like it shows by clicking on control plus green tick. But for that, I have to click on green tick and I'm gonna make the bookmark type again, like I did with the cross button. And I'm gonna click on show. So now when I'm gonna click on control plus green tick, the visual elements shows. So this is a hide and seek feature which I've added over here. Control plus cross, it goes away. Control plus green, it's showing. So this is a very basic feature which I've added to hide away all the key elements at once. Control plus cross goes away. Control plus green, it shows. So that's it for today. See you next time.